Is it my attention you want, and maybe something more? But you'll just fill your own needs, babe, and then you're gone. I've got to be strong, see through you, 'cause it's time to move on. But I can tell, you're hanging by a thread. And go, V.
Hello, YouTube. I'm Veronica, and this is my first stream. So, we're gonna do a little soft launch into streaming, where I'm just not telling anybody that I'm streaming right now, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I want to get the hang of it and work out the kinks and figure out the software. So if you're tuning in, if anybody tunes in, welcome. And I hope you have fun. We're gonna be flying a helicopter today. We're gonna be touring around New York City in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Unfortunately, the scenery doesn't look that good up close. That's the downfall of the photogrammetry scenery. But it's gonna look better once we get up in the air, so let's do that. Battery, generator, avionics. Just switch all that on, and then I gotta hit the little click spot for the starter. The rotors are auto-rotating already from the wind, but now the engine's starting, so I'll just give them a second. All right. So just so you can see, I'm just going to show you my setup here real quick. I've got a yoke, which I'm not using for this plane, this helicopter I mean. I'm using my stick over here to control the helicopter, but I do use the levers over here to control the power, because I have these levers, so I might as well use them. So this is my collective, and that's my throttle. Alright, so we're all spinned up, so let's get going. This helicopter does not have an automatic throttle. I don't remember what it's called, but basically a lot of modern helicopters regulate the throttle when you use the collective. So when you increase the collective, which is the pitch of the helicopter's blades, you have to increase the power of the engine to compensate for the increased drag that the rotors have. Most modern helicopters automate that, but this one is completely manual, so I'm going to be messing with my levers pretty much this whole time to keep it flying. So right now we're taking off from some hospital in New Jersey, right across the Hudson River here. We're gonna fly south along the river. We're gonna go down to Jersey City there, which is right over there, and then we're gonna hop across the bay / river and work our way up through Manhattan. We've got the time set to a little after 4 p.m. So we might get a little bit of sunset by the time we're done here. But I still wanted it to be a little bit light out so we could actually see what we're looking at. And as you can see, once we get up in the air, the scenery up here is much better. Unfortunately, photogrammetry scenery is not meant to be viewed on the ground, so it can be very difficult to look at. Alright, we're gonna speed up a little bit. Hit the gas. It's a little windy up here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this thing is kind of... You can see my little wind string there kind of blowing around. It was definitely very windy today. This is not all too far from me. I'm gonna set my trim a little bit. That's better. There we go. YouTube just sent me an email telling me that I am live on my own channel. How fun is that? For those of you who are watching this and see all this disgusting, dirty, industrial waste, I need to tell you, New Jersey does not look like that in the whole state. It's literally just the Newark, Jersey City area. New Jersey is actually very beautiful. But this is Jersey City. Oof, getting blown around a little bit. Over there, that's over there, like way over there. That's Newark. Hasn't really loaded in yet. We got, I think this is I-95 here. Or that might be on the other side. I can't remember. Either way. There's the American Dream. Is that the American Dream? I've actually never seen it. No, I think that's the Liberty Science Center. I'm gonna throttle down so we can get a better view of the Statue of Liberty. A time when we lived in a place of liberty. For those of you who don't know, fun fact, the Statue of Liberty is actually in New Jersey. I'm gonna swing it around the front here. Just give me a second. And again, just so you guys know, I am not using any assists right now. Pretty nice. It's very well modeled too. Wow. Okay. Now, let's give it some gas. Alright, let's get some altitude. So right off the bat you can see the towering World Trade Center. Now just one mighty building instead of the two that it used to be. And when we get over it, you should be able to see the 9/11 Memorial, which is basically just two giant pools in the ground where the old World Trade Center used to be. I'm going to level off up here at about 1,000 feet. Lower Manhattan. Let's steer it on over this way. Yep, there they are. Yep, there they are. One over here, one over here. That's where the Twin Towers used to be. Oh god. Well, let's not recreate that now. guess let's head south, north some more. Let's give her some gas again. So we're coming up on the World Trade, the Empire State Building up here. Not down here, I'm just looking around. Slow it down. Empire State Building. Oops. It's my low rotor speed warning. What else we got? Unfortunately, I don't know the layout of Manhattan too well. But we're gonna fly around and see if I can point anything out from memory. There's me not paying attention again. So the scenery here is actually quite out of date. I think it's like 5 years out of date because there are numerous buildings in this area that are not here that I know for a fact exist in real life. Central Park. Hey. I see you there on my chat. Well, the scenery here in Manhattan is... It's not as... The scenery isn't as good because the photogrammetry is a little bit mushier than what was 3D modeled by hand by some dude in the China cities. And also, you know, in real life, New York is not quite as oppressive as some of the Chinese megacities, like Shanghai and Xiamen and Hong Kong and Shenzhen and Guangzhou. Oh, I love all those places. Maybe that will be future stream content. So it feels like I'm going really slow. What is going on with this? Oh, I will. Ugh. Another thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator is the default bridges tend to just kind of look like that. It is unfortunately a $70 work in progress. So we're just at the very top of Manhattan right now. Over here's the Bronx. We're gonna jet on over here. Oh god, that was a bad executed turn. Yeah, it's a damn bridge for sure. Looks like the game put some snow over here. It wasn't really snowing today. It was really cold though. Oh yeah, we cruising now. I've got my trim set. This thing's basically flying itself. but it's not. So I gotta pay attention just a little bit. Oh, just stretch. I started at some helipad. It shouldn't be too far from here. I started in Jersey somewhere, at a helipad, at a hospital somewhere, right on the river. It was somewhere over there. It wasn't too far from where we are. That's where I started. Hackensack Meridian Health Palisades Medical Center. Which is right over there. So, that's LaGuardia Airport right there. Uh-oh. My network connection is perfect, so it must be a server issue. We'll see how it goes. We're also not going very far, so certain scenery might not take too much of a dump. Yet another issue with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is that it's entirely server dependent. We're going to descend a little bit. I hope you're enjoying your dinner. What are you having? Small indie company? What is that referring to? Is that you're eating a small indie company? You should eat the rich, not... Oh, yes, you did send me a picture. Sorry about that. I am doing a little bit, doing a lot right now with my brain. These bridges look better. They decided to model these by hand rather than the George Washington Bridge for some reason. I don't play WoW, babe. I have a life. Where are we? I am good. Thank you for noticing. This is Brooklyn over here. And Brooklyn just kind of... Brooklyn and Queens go on for a long time. We're gonna head down here. Down to the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. And then we're gonna head our way back up north to where we started. Yeah, I guess not. Nobody cares about George Washington. Oof. So, this is Staten Island over here. That's the Verrazano Bridge, if I'm correct. And then over there is New Jersey. That's Sandy Hook over there, the northernmost point of the Jersey Shore. Alright, we're gonna turn around here. It's just a suburb over here. It looks like I'm going so slow, but I'm not. I am in fact going 100 knots, 95 to 100 knots, which is pretty similar to a mile per hour. But we're just so high up. Everything goes by in slow motion. bring our altitude down a little bit. Descend to 1,000 feet. Statue of Liberty again. This really is so small compared to these Chinese megacities. There's Jersey City again. I'm gonna land at the hospital that I took off at. 'Cause why not? Sorry, what do you mean? New York or Chicago? What's that referring to? Oh, which is better, New York or Chicago? I can't really say because I haven't actually been to New York itself. Okay, well, I've like driven through it many times, but I haven't actually like visited New York City in like 10 years. So I'm gonna have to. It's definitely on the list, especially since it's like right here. So we're coming in on the hospital that I will be landing at, so let's power back. That's the helipad right there. I don't know how well you can see that. Come on, stay in control. We're descending slowly but surely. It is time to take a trip. Nice. This has been my first stream. So, anybody who's watching, oh god, my wrist. Thanks for watching to whoever tuned in. Thanks for being a part of my soft launch. And we'll see you next time. So follow me on Blue Sky, that's where I'll be posting any news and updates about future streams. And until next time, peace.